Some things that I found interesting while reading the play were, one, the fact that there were a lot of allusions in the structure of the play to the duplicity of Dionysus as a god that came from the fact that he had that double birth. And then another thing that I found very interesting was watching Pentheus's um, train of thought change and his logic change throughout the play as he spent more time with Dionysus, who was in his human form, and how he slowly became more and more, and his behavior mimicked that of the Maenads in the hills and the mountains that he was so trying to stop because he was against the worship of this new god. Values that were really stressed in the play, I thought, were the rank in Greek society. What was interesting to me was specifically Pentheus's skewed view of it. For example, he obviously thinks it's okay to make fun and ridicule those who worship this Greek god, as is evident in lines 216 and 232 when he's talking to Cadmus and Tiresias, I think it said, or Tiresias, and he seems completely okay with that. But when it comes to talking to a law-abiding citizen, he's very careful in how he does it, because he says in line 673 that it is wrong to lash out at a law-abiding citizen, kind of showing how he's kind of confused as to the his rank in society. Given that he is a king, it should be okay for him to talk to his citizens however he pleases, but making fun of a god is okay. So he's kind of have a skewed view of that rank, of his own rank. And the second value I thought was really stressed was the initiation ritual in Dionysic religion, because as is stated by the author of the book, it says that in this initiation to Dionysic religion, it's a paradox of losing one's mind in order to gain it, and this is really evident in the book, because those who worship him at first seem completely normal, but as soon as they start the initiation, they seem to think that if they are not under that initiation and under that frenzy, they don't see clearly. That's alluded a lot in the chorus. And in the chorus, it shows how his followers think that through this initiation, they gain some sort of enlightenment. Even foreigners who make up the chorus, as is stated at the beginning of the play, seem to, where Dionysus isn't even worshipped, seem to think this about this initiation ritual. One of the things that really confused me at first at the beginning of the play was, at the end of the play, was the fact that, and I didn't really understand why Cadmus felt the need to stress the point that he felt that Dionysus' punishment was unfair, given that at the beginning he specifically warned Pentheus about the punishments of a god who was not properly worshipped. Therefore, after doing some research, I found that Euripides might have sided with Cadmus in this, that he felt in his own life that things he felt to be punishment from the gods were too severe. Therefore, he was kind of using this as an outlet to express that frustration and that feeling of unfairness which he felt towards the gods. And in issue of diversities, definitely, I think Pentheus does not treat foreigners and non-Greeks the same. This is evident as in the play he says that those who are foreign are not as wise as the Greeks. This indicates that women, since the chorus is all made up of women, and the Maenads, that in Greek society women hold a lesser position than men, and especially foreign women. Which can be seen through also the fact that the men in this play, Pentheus, who represents, I think, dominance in the play, wants to so strongly suppress these women from acting in such a way. And I feel that Elvis Presley is on the cover of this play because his life indicates the duplicity of Dionysus, how he acts one way in front of the public audience. He's revered kind of as a god in America for his music. Yet he, in real life, was suffering, and he actually took his own life with drugs and alcohol. There's kind of a duplicity there. And two things I didn't understand was, why did Pentheus feel a need to repress his feelings towards these women, which is one of the reasons I think he ended up going out to the hills, even though Dionysus was kind of influencing him. Why couldn't he express his desire, I guess, for these women, given that he was a king? And my second question that I found particularly interesting in this play was the fact that there was a lot of repetition within the chorus, alluding to the dances of the Maenads in the hills, and I didn't really understand why there needed to be such repetition.